Hi guys, it's the Fixer here. I wanted to do a quick video on the Remo. Um, I've had a few comments and questions asking me about if it's the same as the Axial line or the Red Cat line, and absolutely they are. They're pretty much the same. A few upgrades that I've done since then. I put aluminum bead locks to replace the plastic ones. The problem with the plastic ones is there was nothing wrong with them. Is that there was a couple holes in the back drilled, right? And the water was getting trapped in there. So I wanted something that I was worried that the foams would go moldy, and I didn't want to take the tire off all the time to completely drain the tire, the water all the time. A few guys have said, well, you could drill a couple holes in the tire and that will disperse the water, and yes, absolutely. But then I find that you're running the risk of tearing it, so I didn't want to do that. So I replaced these with all aluminum bead locks. The shocks, I bought these on Amazon. They had them on sale for $36 Canadian shipped. They're all aluminum, fully adjustable. They came with their own shock oil already in them. It was a little thick for my use, for what I wanted, so I drained it, and replaced it with mine. Comes with all the necessary hardware, whatever you need to put them on. There was nothing wrong with the factory ones that are on the Remo. I have a plan for those. I'll get to that in a minute. The reason why I'm replacing them at all is I find that the spring coils are so close that they're actually sticking. So I didn't want to have that. I was having wheels kind of staying up in the air and that sort of thing, so I didn't want to do that. I'm replacing the axles as well as the shock mounts. I'm waiting for those to come in the mail. These I just got yesterday. These are going to be going on, guys. All aluminum, CNC machined. It comes with the servo plate. This is the front axle, obviously, but so that's going to come off. I like having the chassis mounted servo. I think that gives a more realistic look. Same with these. I think this is going to be more of a scale look. There's nothing wrong with those axles. They are pretty much indestructible. And I'll get to why I'm taking these parts off, replacing them with aluminum ones or what have you. The obvious ideas for weight. You want to have weight. Hold the truck down instead of it flipping over this way or going the sideways, whatever. So the reason why I'm replacing the shocks, the posts, the drive shafts, and the axles and putting aluminum ones on is because I have one of those HG P402 scale crawlers, and I've run it a few times. This 2-speed transmission that comes in it has a spring that on the third channel on your remote, when it engages, if it doesn't quite engage all the way, then what happens is you get binding. Now, I know you guys are thinking, well, maybe you should just adjust it. Well, I've adjusted it so many times, back and forth, and every single time it works fine. When I hold it up in the air like this, works beautiful. I put it down on the ground, runs great for 20 minutes, and then as soon as I'm ready to put in another battery and keep going, as soon as I change gears, it starts to bind again. So I took the last time that happened, I took the cover off, the body off, and I noticed that there was like twigs and little pieces of grass getting stuck in that spring, so it's not allowing the spring to retract all the way. So what I want to do is I want to replace it with an axial transmission. I'm going to put these axles, these springs, and these drive shafts onto the HD P402, and it will become indestructible. I've got G-made shocks on there right now, so once these shocks are on there, you know what, it'll be great. Not that there's anything wrong with the Remo. I love this brand. Remo, if you're listening, you make a great vehicle. I'm happy to say I own one. Call them Chinese knockoff, call them whatever you will, but they are a great car and economic. This one was $260 shipped to my door, Canadian. Okay, throw on some extra goodies on there, and yeah, I'm maybe up to $300, and now I'm replacing all these other parts on there, so I'm going to have like a $500 vehicle by the time all said and done. But you know what? I'm enjoying that process of upgrading. You can buy a TRX4 right now, Traxxas, or an Axial, whatever you want, like the K10 Blazer. You can buy the Honcho, the Wraith, whatever. And yes, you can upgrade parts to aluminum, but that's about as far as it goes. There's no, yeah, you can change out the servos and all that stuff, but where is the construction part of it? Where do you get to, you know, really engage yourself in a vehicle where you can upgrade this and change that, and oh yeah, let's add the axial bumper to this. You know, it's not really meant to be there, but it looks so cool on there. So that sort of thing. So, and plus a Traxxas or an Axial, you're up to $500-600 Canadian. How much do you really want to upgrade? You're going to have $1,000 RC truck. Where are you afraid of something going to break on it? You know, whereas you spend that kind of money on this, $200-300. You know, the Red Cat is another brand. They make all their vehicles are pretty economic, and they're totally upgradable, and you know they go through hell and back. So I don't know. Everybody's got their own opinion. Would I love to have a Traxxas TRX4? Absolutely, I would. Would I like to have an Axial? Absolutely, I would. But you know what? Realistically, these are the kind of vehicles that I like. I like adding my own winch without, you know, worrying about, well, if I drill these holes, is it going to wreck it or anything like that? Upgrading the shocks, the wheels, all these parts that interchange with Axial, why not? Or Red Cat or what have you. Like I said, these axles are the same as the Red Cat. I'm looking at the new Gen 8 Scout 2 by Red Cat. So, yeah, I'm looking at getting on one of those in January. I think they become available. So we'll keep an eye out for that. And also the MND90. It's a company based off of the WPL line. I have 1, 2, 3 WPL series trucks. They're great just to tinker around with. Not that they, you know, you can't really do a whole lot of crawling with them just because of the scale that they are. But this MND90 is a 1:12 scale. So it's quite a bit bigger. I like the versatility. And really, guys, to be honest, the WPL, their bodies are second to none. The detail that they've put into these bodies, phenomenal. And that's why I think that's what lures a lot of guys to building these. Not just because they are cheap, but it's like a plastic model that's been mounted on top of an RC chassis. It's phenomenal, the detail. Like, you can do so many things with them. But yeah, we're getting away from topic. But anyway, so also I'm building a RC crawler course outside. So if you guys got any tips or suggestions on what I can throw out there on there, let me know in the comments below. Also, I'll try and see if I can get maybe a couple of build videos in this if you're interested in it. Seeing me put these axles on this for the first time. To be honest, guys, I based this on the Axial when I ordered them. So I don't even know if they're gonna fit. I've never even really put them up to the body to even see. But that's how confident I am in these parts. So what else, guys? I think that's about it for now. If you want to see a run video, that's another thing I wanted to say. A lot of guys, I wish in Canada, would get on board with these cars. A lot of the videos I see online about Remo, it's a lot of guys out in Russia and UK and that sort of thing. I guess they're a little bit harder to get here, but you can get them off of GearBest, Banggood. I got this one off of GearBest. They have a deal on right now, the pre-Christmas sale, whatever you want to call it. I think it's $200 Canadian. So shipping it might be $40. So for $240, you'll get one hell of a vehicle, guys. And it comes with everything you want. Like I said, the onlys are the extras that, you know, I've put on: the mirrors, the jack, the lights, the cage, the winch, the shackles, the tow rope, all that sort of thing. But it has so many good features, guys, flat out of the box. If you want to just run it, you won't be disappointed, trust me. But I like to tinker around with that sort of stuff. So if there's anything you want to see, guys, just let me know. I guess that's it for now. Merry Christmas. Oh, and I want to give out 2 shout outs. One, I got a couple new subscribers. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. like I said, if you enjoy what I'm dishing out here, like if you got any topics or anything you want to know about a certain thing, if you want to watch me build stuff, like putting the shocks and stuff on or whatever upgrades I do to any vehicle, leave me a comment. I don't know. I got no problem. I'll try and figure out a way to rig up my camera so you can watch me work and talk and whatever. Also, I want to give out a shout out to cowrc.com. They're out of the States, New Jersey, I do believe. I ordered some industrial marine grease. They do just RC maintenance. Check them out. They've got their own YouTube, Facebook, you name it. I ordered some. It's called Utter Butter. I'm going to be putting that inside the new axles. Basically, it's a marine grease, but it's an industrial strength. So hopefully, anything you got, guys, bearings, drive shafts, if you put a thin coat on them, it's a great grease. Check them out. They do just, like I said, RC maintenance. So they do like your jet blowers, your greases, your soaps, anything like that. Anything to do with the actual maintenance of the vehicle. Check them out. So I got some stuff coming, and when I get that stuff in the mail, I'll definitely do a video. You guys can check it out yourself. They have mats as well, which that'll be my next purchase. I'm going to get one of those magnetic pit mats. I find that these screws here, once I start banging on vehicles and stuff, it just becomes a bit of a shit show. Stuff starts flying everywhere. But yeah, sorry about the rant, guys. I guess Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year. Bye for now.